Good morning, and thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. This past weekend, I had the privilege of spending some time over a friend's house. And remind me of the time that him and I spent time over his dad's house in Cocoa Beach years ago. You see, his dad at that point in time was in his mid-80s. And I always admired this man. He was so vibrant and so energetic. So knowing that I was going to spend the weekend there, I was looking for some tidbits of wisdom of which I can learn so I can live a long, vibrant, healthy life myself. So we stayed over the weekend. We woke up in the morning, and Mr. Gardaki immediately said, "Come on, boys, let's wake up. We're going to go, I know a good breakfast place. We're going to have steak, eggs, home fries, and a big cup of coffee." And I'm thinking, well, that's not it. And then we came home, and he took us out on his boat, nice open fishman in the backcountry in Cocoa Beach. And we went around, we had some cold beers, had some fun, and Mr. Gardaki was telling some great stories. When we got back, he wouldn't let us do anything. He got the boat back on the lift. He pulled it in. When we got home, I said, "Let me help you wash the boat." He goes, No. You and my son are hungry. Go inside. My wife has some sandwiches made for you. I'm going to wash the boat myself." So after the boat's all washed, in a typical summer afternoon in Florida, it was obviously raining. So Mr. Gardaki and I had a nice little chat in the garage with the door opening, watching the rain. And this is where I was looking for those tidbits of wisdom. And he was telling me about how when he was young, how crazy he was. Back in those days, when you were looking to sign a deal, you would do a lot of drinking. You'd go for lunch, you start drinking, and the guy who was left standing was pretty much the guy who won the deal. And he talked about how he would drink all night, and he sometimes would get in fights and do all these crazy things. To the point he would go to the hotel room in the evening and drink a half quart of half and half to settle his stomach so he could sleep that night and go the next day and start the whole thing all over again. And I'm thinking, like, this guy is giving me no clues of how to live a long and healthy life. And finally, as we're talking, I had this puzzled look in my face. And he leaned over and looked at me and says, "You're waiting for some clues, aren't you? And I'm not giving it to you, am I?" I said, "No, you are not." And he leaned over, he goes, "Let me tell you the secret. Keep your mind and your body active." My wife would be happy if I was on that lazy boy recliner next to her watching TV, flipping that channel flicker. He goes, "But if I go out 25 miles out fighting a dolphin in a school, and I go out there, I'm happy. I want to live my life, and I'm going to go out the way I want to go out." So the clue is mind, body. Stay active, keep the mind strong, and you live a long, healthy life. And that's the clue you were looking for. Finally, it took a full day for me to get it, but I finally got it. The last word in my culture statement is energy. Energy, enthusiasm, and stamina is needed for true success, so I'll consistently keep myself in top mental and physical form to consistently give my all to others. Business is sometimes can be a grind, and we need stamina to succeed in business and in life. And the only way to have stamina is to have energy. And the only way to have energy is you need to be in your top form, your A game, both mentally and physically. So my lesson to you today is, whatever you are doing, if you are not keeping your mind sharp by reading, listening, mentoring, and doing new things and studying new things, venture into that area. If you're not at the gym, if you're a business owner that's running so fast that you haven't made time for yourself to get active and work on your body and your physical attributes and your energy, get to the gym, block it out. This is important. You need your body and your mind to be on your A game, to give your best, do your best, and receive your best in return. So that's your wisdom for the day. Thank you for Mr. Gardaki. Rest in peace. For you out there, have a productive, profitable week, and I will see you next Monday. As always, thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. Have a great one.